Today on Cityline, CNN political analyst Bakari Sellers on voting rights and celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Good afternoon. I'm Karen Holmes Ward. Welcome to Cityline. Later in the program, the Boston romance of Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott, captured in a documentary called Legacy of Love. But first, Bakari Sellers is taking his lifelong fight for social justice from the courtroom to the pages of his debut children's book, explaining key moments in the civil rights movement. It's called Who Are Your People? Joining me now is best-selling author, attorney, CNN political analyst, and former South Carolina House Representative Bakari Sellers. Welcome to Boston. How you doing today?
I'm glad to be in Boston. That's one of my favorite cities.
All right.
I am glad to be here. It's one of my favorite cities. It's really, really cold, I'm sure. And as a Southern boy, a little too cold for me. But I'm happy to be here with you today.
You have no idea. We were just talking about how cold it is in the studio right now. But Bakari, let me ask you this. You have quite a list of accomplishments behind your name, and among them making history in 2006 as the youngest African-American elected official in the nation when you went into the South Carolina legislature at just the age of 22. So I have to ask you, from where did you derive your drive to succeed?
Well, let me start off by saying, with all of the things and accomplishments I have behind my name, I guess the most important things in my life are being a husband and father. The drive, it came from my community. I'm a product of the proverb, it takes a village to raise a child. And at the time, I saw my community wasn't even growing stagnantly. It was on the decline. And so at the age of September 18th, I'll never forget it, September 18th of 2005, during my first year of law school, I was celebrating my 21st birthday. I announced my candidacy for the South Carolina State House of Representatives. I was 21 on that day. My opponent was 82. He had been in office longer than I had been born. And my mom said she would vote for me, and my dad said he'd think about it. So I knew we had a long way to go.
And talk a little bit about your dad, Cleveland Sellers.
Yeah, so my dad is a hero, and he's my hero. And I think that it's so cool when you're able to grow up and just come in the kitchen and your hero's right there. You can kiss his forehead, you can touch him. He cooks you spaghetti and fried fish on Fridays. So, you know, it was just a privilege to grow up in that family. I'm a child of the movement. My dad was one of the founders of a small fledgling civil rights organization called SNCC, where he worked for $8 a week. His activism got started when he was 10 years old because of the death and murder and brutal lynching of Emmett Till. He went to Howard University and befriended Stokely Carmichael, of all people. Stokely convinced him to drop out of school and join SNCC. And the rest, as they say, is history. He was the national program director for the organization, serving under both John Lewis and Stokely Carmichael. And February 8th, 1968, he was involved in the most deadly civil rights demonstration this country's ever seen, where he, along with 28 others, were shot and 3 were killed. Henry Smith, Samuel Hammond, and Delano Middleton by South Carolina law enforcement in what's called the Orangeburg Massacre. So the blood of my family literally runs through the soil of this great country. And I understand that I stand on the shoulders of great heroes and heroines of the movement.
So you come by it honestly. You served in the South Carolina legislature for 8 years, but you also worked with Congressman James Clyburn, who is right now in the middle of the battle for voting rights legislation being waged on Capitol Hill. Your thoughts on that controversy? Voting
rights is the civil rights issue of our time. And I would like no better person fighting for me than someone who's been a fighter their entire life, in Jim Clyburn. Look, the fact is, we have to narrow the scope of the filibuster. We have to carve out so we can pass voting rights. I mean, it's really a no-brainer for me. It's the question is, do you want to have free and fair access to the ballot box for everyone? Or do you want to preserve a relic of a racist past? That to me is a no-brainer. But I know we have to work on our fellow Democrats and Joe Manchin, Kirsten Sinema, Mark Kelly, John Tester, and many others, Chris Coons. And so I hope people understand that this democracy is participatory and that it's time now for everyone to play their role, play their part, call their congressmen, call their senators, and do the work necessary so that we can actually pass voting rights which, by the way, should be a nonpartisan issue.
So, Bakari, as someone who is very closely, integrally involved in politics throughout your lifetime, what does history tell us about why the conversation around voting rights has become so contentious?
You know, that's a good question, because when you look back at history, you'll see even Strom Thurmond supported reauthorization of the Voting Rights Act. You see that Bob Dole was someone who pushed for the reauthorization of the Voting Rights Act. I mean, just recently at his last reauthorization, there's 16 current Republican United States senators who voted for the reauthorization. The hyperpolarization of this country is something that we're going to have to deal with and tackle, or else it's going to rip us apart. For me, though, when you have states, particularly, I think there are about 19 states right now that are passing various restrictions to having free and fair access to the ballot. And people are like, what are you talking about? Everybody can vote. Well, let's dig a little deeper and look at some of the obstacles people have in certain states in order to fill out an absentee ballot. Let's say you're disabled or infirm. You have to have a notary come to your house and verify that and pay for that notary to do so. In Georgia, it's now illegal within a certain certain yardage to give people food and water while they wait 3-4 hours in the polls. And we've had robust turnout. This is all because of information, misinformation, disinformation, a big lie that we had voter fraud, and that's just not the case.
But in fact, the history goes back perhaps even further, because we see social movements coming forward in the United States, and then there's a push back to try to keep those social movements back, and it translates into a battle around voting rights.
And no question. I mean, you know, women in this country have had the right to vote for only 100 years. Black folk, the Voting Rights Act and Civil Rights Act were passed in 64, 65. So it hasn't been that long. It's an entire generation. And people are forgetful sometimes of our history. You know, I'm reminded that it was just a generation ago that individuals had to count jelly beans in order to cast the ballot. And we just have to, we have to understand our history, or else we're doomed to repeat it. And it feels like we're repeating it now.
All right, Bakari Selish is going to stay with us for another segment. We'll be right back.